65 years of age. I have retired from work for about 4 or 5 years. I generally do odd jobs now and again, and also work with 2 men's groups. This particular group, Men's Sense, and one in Botany Council. We meet the first and third Mondays of every month, and we really have a holistic approach to everything in life. Anybody can come to our group. There's no age barrier. There's no barriers whatsoever. It's not my men's group, it's the group of men that are there. I'm just their facilitator at the present moment. Typical morning of our meeting, we generally find that we go around the table asking each of the men what any problems or anything that they might want to tell us about, something that they might be concerned about in the newspaper. It could be medical problems, there could be people worrying about just how they're going to survive. We generally talk about that. That might take half an hour, but at the same time it will generally generate a topic that we'll talk about.
Something like that, they're looking at all the different types of like mud brick and rammed earth and all different technologies. And
I really enjoy the company of these men. I'm amazed that people can just pull down all the barriers and tell you exactly how they feel about all sorts of situations. At the finish of the meeting, it should be that we're all pretty happy about we've done something, we've communicated with the other people, we've listened to their points of view, and we've been educated.
Is able to start his own newspaper off and have a go.
This is a magic place for me, because now I see some of them people who, when I was a boy, we've all gone through the period of time where we've aged, and now if I can help some of them particular people, I will. I suppose the basic of it all is this. It's a simple, really, philosophy in the sense that somebody took time for me when I was young to teach me different things and help me with different things. It's now my time, if I can do it, to come back here and do the same thing. If you want to join something, to be a part of life, and you want to help roll the ball of enthusiasm for yourself and other people, this is the place to go.
Simpson, born in 1928, born in Newtown. I've been around gymnasiums since 1938 to the present day. I do boxing, kickboxing, taekwondo, kung fu, do weights, everything in the gymnasium, help people. Well, this is the RPA gym. Well, I started off at McQuillan's Gymnasium in 1938. Just for something to do. There was no TV or wirelesses or picture shows now and again. And I went from there to amateur boxing, had a few amateur fights, and I went from there to professional fighting. Leichhardt Stadium, Sydney Stadium, Brisbane Stadium, and just moved around from there. And ever since when I retired there in 1956, I just come down here. I know just about everyone in the hospital. Well, I see people over the club now and again, but I'm not into horse racing and poker machines and gambling and everything else like that. I see different people over there, yeah. I just come down here to stay fit, because if I don't, when I have to retire, things are going to just don't work. Just work within yourself. Just move around just nice and easy. Get up off your arse, mate, and come down and have a go. That's all you got to do. Come down. Don't retire just because you're tired from work. Don't retire from life. You got to do something. This old timers come down here. They get on the bike. They're walking on the machines, on the treadmill. They do the steppers. They do a few weights. Even if it's only 5 ounces, 10 ounces, they're getting the bones are going. And while you're active, you've got no worries, mate. No worries at all.
My name is Leonard Brandt, and I'm 75. I live in Balmain. I'm with Omni Leichhardt. We meet in Glebe, at the St Helens Centre in Glebe. But Omni itself stands for Older Men, New Ideas. I'm not sure whose idea was, but it's a good idea. The reason why I became involved in it was I heard it being someone talking about being interviewed on the radio. I can't remember the program now. And I thought, oh, that sounds like a damn good idea. And I understood the essence of what Omni was meant to do and why it was founded. I thought it was an excellent idea. Men tend not to get together except they've made all their friends at work. And when they retire, everyone gets scattered these days, particularly to the four winds, and suddenly they find themselves without any friends that they'd previously made. So men feel increasingly isolated, and some of these side effects of that is that they feel increasingly useless. Omni satisfies all those sort of needs. Our objective is to have an enjoyable and entertaining time, number one. And the second thing was second objective, if you like, was to discuss things that we wouldn't normally discuss. Now, maybe at a personal level, because one of the ironclad rules of Omni is that everything that's mentioned there is confidential. And it's run under democratic lines, and we can say whatever we want to say. And this gives men an opportunity to, in the last bit of their lives, the last quarter of their lives, to say things that maybe they've been hugging to themselves. Maybe it's problems, it's baggage they've been carrying around that they get an opportunity to talk about. And there's no question that becomes then a major event in a person's life, and in many cases it's changed people's lives. And that's what I think is a very positive thing about Omni.
My name is Robert Hinkler Ferguson, and I was born in Moree in 1928. 12 months ago, Yvonne, the head of the Sundays Day program they're running for the Benevolent Society, a 5-year program for abused kiddies, and she asked me to come over and give her a hand to do some work for her, voluntary, and I've been coming over ever since. And last year, the organisation, the program, which Yvonne Stewart ran with her staff and the volunteers, made 150,000. So we've got another Sundays Day coming up this year on the 5th of March. So we hope to improve it and make more money. And I come over every Wednesday to do different jobs around the building, do all different departments. Well, there's quite a big staff here. I suppose it'll be about 40, and majority of them all know me, and I know quite a few by name, but a lot of them that I don't know, they still know me. The Sundays Day, how they started, it was so many abused kiddies, and Yvonne was telling me there was 100,000 kiddies abused over 3 years, and that's why they decided to run the programs, get the money for the abused kiddies. I like coming over to mix with people and doing a day's work. They're all very nice here to work with, and fills in the day. Because I'm not a golfer, and don't play any bowls or tennis, so it's better than sitting in your room at home wasting away watching TV or just doing nothing. Last year, for helping with the Sundays Day, the staff collected money and gave me a climb over the Harbour Bridge, and I was televised at 10 to 7 that morning and got a bit of a plug in for the Benevolent Society. I think it's a good outlook to pick an organisation or a charity place and go and work and do different things to fill in the day for yourself, and you're also doing a good cause for someone else.
I'm Keith Lawrence. I'm 76 years of age. After I left school, I went to work as a apprenticeship right and boat builder at Greenpoint Naval Boatyard at Mortlake, and I was there for 5 or 6 years and from the apprenticeship. Since I retired about 1990, I was doing a little bit of casual work, a bit here and there, not much, and then I seen the advertisement in the local rag about they wanted retired people or people interested in doing helping in the making of furniture for the disadvantaged people and the poor people in the area, out of old second-hand timber, and then brought back in. We bring it here and we recycle it and make it into furniture, beds such as beds. We're also making wheelchairs for the people in Kenya, Cambodia, and those different countries, third world countries, where the young people have had their limbs blasted off by these stupid landmines and things like that, which they appreciate, I think. It's the men's shed at the old Lewisham Hospital. It's the Mary McKillick Outreach Centre. It's all volunteer, and you feel good about helping other people. Yeah, I've been coming to the men's shed for about 2 years, I think it is now, and it's one of the best things I've done since I've retired. I come once a week on a Thursday, and other people come on different days. We usually start about 9:30. We come and see the foreman there, Gary, and he tells us what he wants to do. And we use all these different machines like these saws, and they're all well supervised and good experience for anyone that'd like to pick up a few clues about woodwork. Or there's always something to do. Like if you don't want to do the woodwork, you might want to do a little bit of painting, and there's a bit of metal work here, like cutting up the old bikes for the wheelchairs and that sort of thing. Quite a nice environment to be in, and you're moving about and that sort of thing. You're using your arms and you're using your mind, and you got to think and that sort of thing, doing different activities. And there's new friends I've made, and we got the same outlook in life about trying to help other people, and they get the same feeling of self-esteem by coming here and doing this type of work. And I think it's very worthwhile to come along, and if you've got nothing to do, and you'll feel a lot better in yourself by doing this sort of thing. But one of the best things I've done since I've retired, and I'll keep coming as much as I can till I can't, which takes us a long while.